I remember thinking that I felt like fall would never come, and then it never did.
Hello and welcome to The Final Podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to, especially after this movie.
Booze, brews, and horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
Yes, we are here with Brian Hot Boy LaGrasta.
I am the ugly thing that lives in the house, and we are joined by Shane. I'm getting too old for this shit, and also for that other shit you know I'm guilty of, Smith.
We're going to teach you about the dangers of black mold and why to always stay away from it.
Also joined by Mike the Cannibal Gypsy.
Third time's the charm, and I did not select this movie. Or did I? Matt, did I select this movie?
Joined by the Matt.
You definitely did. Yeah. It seems like a Mike G movie.
Okay. Let's wrap a bow on this one, boys. Yeah.
You know that showbiz term, stretch it out?
Yeah.
Let's try hard this time.
Okie dokie. Well, Halloween's over.
Yes.
We're done with that month.
Yes, we've now
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
We've now entered February. This is our fun, as we like to call it, his and his picks.
You said February?
February. November. Fuck.
What is happening today?
Yeah.
I meant November.
We're doing a his or her pick month.
Yes. Actually, it's officially going to become a his or her pick month because we're reviewing The Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, and we've decided after this that Mike no longer will be picking movies in these months.
See, this is-
and we've given the rights to Caitlin.
Bullshit.
She should definitely not get two, and she's running away with this idea. So I really don't think we should be giving her ideas.
We'll see if Matt redeems himself after The Girl on the Third Floor. Yeah, but Mike, Pyewacket was okay.
Fantastic film.
It was okay. The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw.
Shane's explaining this because these were Mike's three last picks.
And now...
Yo, that movie's so bad I don't remember it.
And now The Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, which may be the worst movie we've ever reviewed on the podcast.
Wow.
I'm not including Final Friday movies.
Maybe my ratings are going to be higher than... Yeah, they're going to be higher than I think they probably should be.
Because we've talked about this, right? This is worse than Bye Bye Man. This is worse than Truth or Dare.
For sure. Truth or Dare.
It's worse. It might not be worse than Slenderman.
Ooh.
Slenderman was pretty bad. But I'm like thinking of movies I've given very low reviews to.
Are you counting like puke dolls?
Slaughter of Alma Dolls is not really a movie. Fucked Up February is tough to kind of consider. Let's just go based off of like movies that aren't Final Friday movies or Fucked Up February movies. Like, This is a bottom of the barrel movie.
It's a gothic ghost story, Shane. You're not into gothic ghost stories, Shane?
I am. Crimson Peak.
Yeah,
great freaking movie.
Good movie, yeah. It's true.
Great movie.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
You know what's wild? This whole entire time, I thought this was a you pick.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
And I was saying to Shane, I was like, God damn, can you silence that?
Yeah, well, I could almost tell you that it was definitely not a me pick. We were doing his or
Matt,
her.
you getting text from the honeys? What's going on?
Matt fucks.
Matt fucks a lot.
He's one of the
Matt,
best
I've been told
fuckers
you're
I know.
leaving us early today.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's okay. We don't pay him, so, I mean, he can leave.
Yeah.
How do you think that makes me feel?
Matt definitely makes a huge impact on this show.
He does.
And
I like
you will
telling
be
him what
missed.
to do. Like,
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Well,
like, who's going to look shit up?
That's that we get the power trip from that, and we're not going to have that power trip today, unfortunately.
No.
It's unfortunate. You want to give your friend a shout out on the pod?
What I would say is that the thing about this podcast in this room, in the studio, is the ghosts tell their stories in these walls.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I was legitimately angry at you the whole week, and then you told me like about 20 minutes ago that I picked this movie. And I was like, that's crazy.
And then I looked through the list and I'm like, oh yeah, you did pick this movie. Because Brian picked a different one.
I just want to be very clear in how I was repetitively warning us not to review this movie. Because I had seen it once. It was a mistake. It's not my favorite movie in the world by any stretch. And I was just saying, like, there's just some movies that it's very hard to review. There's also bad movies that are very hard to review.
But then there's those bad ones that are like fun.
Right. This falls in the oh fuck, what do we talk about? Oh fuck category.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck me, you know? Because like I wish anything would happen in this movie.
Yeah.
This whole time I was begging the whole movie,
Yeah.
like something, please happen.
We actually.
There's-
You go first,
I was
bro.
gonna say, there's like really like honestly like 2 scenes in the entire movie. Like it's weird to say like there's a movie that has 2 scenes, but like based on repetitious narration and things like that, there's like 2 or 3 scenes. Other than I can't really remember of anything else.
So
I will say I like the guy that like overlooks the house. I'd say
Mr. Waxcap or something like that.
Yeah, I gotta find his name. The movie has got like 3 characters, so
I think it was like Waxcap.
Yeah, let's use our real names, people.
you're right. It is actually Mr. Waxcap.
Wax cap. I mean, get real.
That's a real name.
Be real.
It's a gothic horror movie. It's a ghost story. We've seen it before. The ghosts linger in the walls.
So this is a Netflix exclusive.
Netflix original movie came out in 2016. I'll kind of get into that when I get into like the
What
details.
was everyone thinking?
But like this is directed by Osgood Perkins. I know Shane mentioned it before we went live that he really is more miss than hit. I mean, like I've never seen The Monkey, but I have seen pretty much everything else. And Black Coat's Daughter, I know has like a little bit of a following. I think it's it's all right. I like Longlegs, but obviously I think a lot of people can say they probably expected that movie to even be better than it was. Mm-hmm. This is like a movie that you would watch and you're like, this is going to have some heavy weight to it. And for a movie even like that, I feel like it just misses. You know, it just doesn't have substance. It's just it's really just a basic ghost story with like just like some gothic vibes to it, right? Like there's nothing really else that
I didn't
is
even
moving
really,
here.
I didn't pick up on goth anything. Except for maybe that chair that was hanging upside down the whole movie.
It's very minimalist in the way like this movie kind of flows.
There's too many still shots. There's too many use of like the fade out. Too much fade out.
And a lot of zooms into like doors and shit.
It just shows a lot of nothingness. If I'm being
So like
honest.
this shot right here is way too long.
I agree. Because they're trying to make it very poetic, like as if like it's a book being like rifling through the pages as the film is going. You get that vibe. They're trying to make it like a novel.
No,
I
didn't. Maybe I was too stupid to watch this movie because like.
No, I don't think you
Like-
are. This is like an artistic movie that I feel like doesn't have a true message. It doesn't have a strong message, I
Yes.
would say.
So like
Yeah.
give me an example of a good like artsy movie.
Hereditary.
I think Hereditary is artsy. I think that
Like Mother.
Mother.
That wasn't a good movie. though.
it's better than this.
I think Mother's very artsy. I think that what's that movie that we watched?
Actually, if you
we're all going to the World's
World's
Fair is
Fair.
artsy.
I anything Darren Aronofsky. You
Yeah.
can consider Black Swan artsy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, and those
Not
Black
like
Swan's a great movie.
Requiem though is just more like hardcore.
Yeah.
I think it's just in this. I think it's just in the way that the film is shot. You know, like this film does a lot of like you see the ghost, but like they explain like why you don't see the face of the ghost. Yeah, I mean, like what this movie really is trying to say is like, and it's very evident is that you know anybody that dies in this house, they really don't move on. Like it stops, and like that's why like the girls are like walking backwards. It's because like when you're dead, time doesn't go forward. It's like you're just kind of like retracing the steps of what happened up to your death.
Yes, and they say once you die in a home, no one else can like own the home. The ghost always owns the home. You're just borrowing it.
Yeah.
Which, all right, that's
mean,
an interesting premise, but they don't really do anything with the premise.
That's the thing. Like, okay, that's great and all, but like, is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's like an empty space where I don't feel fulfilled watching this movie.
Not
and
at all.
The problem is it's not long, and it takes you. It's like it really takes a lot of I want guts to finish it.
It's
Like,
a long watch. Yeah.
It's a slow burn with no payoff.
100%. And like obviously it's like one of those movies where like it leads into like the end is the beginning.
Yes.
In a way.
And the beginning is the end.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see what I did there?
I love it.
Is
it was
it
great.
Broadway?
Yo,
Let me get that shit. Let me get
what's
that.
up?
What up,
Yo, I didn't
Shane?
really even understand the title of this movie, if I'm being honest.
Well, no, she's pretty and she lives in the house. That's also the name of the book, right?
Well, actually, I don't think it's based off a book. It feels like it's based off a book. Is it based off?
No.
a book?
I meant like the book. in
is it
the movie book.
Oh, I thought it was like Woman in the Walls.
Oh, you're right. It was Woman in the Walls or The Clock in the Walls or something.
Clock in the Walls. Yeah, no, I think that it is what it is.
It is. Yeah.
You know, like
It
it's,
is.
It
exists.
Yeah,
Yeah, it exists.
I mean, there's really not much to say. I like Ruth Wilson. I think she's great. I've seen her in a few other things, including
her.
Yeah.
What else is she in?
Well, she's in a couple of TV shows, but have you ever heard of Luther, which is like
Yeah.
great detective show with Idris Elba? Her character is fucking awesome because she plays like a psychopath that's obsessed with him.
Ooh. Can you blame her? It's fucking Idris.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. He's like a detective, but like his anger overtakes him, and sometimes he goes over the line.
Oh, classic detective move. They can never hold their anger in. I've seen Donnie Wahlberg in Saw 2.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm trying to watch Luther now.
Yeah, it's a good show. Not a lot of episodes, but it's a really good show because he
Okay.
takes things just a little too far.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying, Matt? Good hair.
Great hair, Matt. You look great.
Yeah, I guess the whole pretty thing concept, she mentions it in the book. I think it's just like a way to like, you know,
Hype yourself
to
up.
glorify like the dead people that are in here. I don't know what else because like that I guess the other girl Polly in her book she writes good about. But yeah, the story essentially, you know, we're gonna get more detail like we always do in the scene by scene portion of this program.
Right.
Are we though?
I don't know, but because there's like 2 scenes. But what I would say is that essentially premise, you have a dementia-ridden author that needs, you know, hospice care from a nurse that's coming in, right? She wrote this book that the nurse discovers, and the nurse thinks that because she's got dementia, she thinks that she's the girl from the book, but she's starting to realize because she's seeing ghosts that that book might actually be happening, that she's seeing this girl Polly as a ghost, and the story might be right. And of course, she has a tragic past, which you really just don't really get any context of, except for one scene where it's heavily assumed that her husband killed her, bludgeoned her, and threw her in the walls, like someone recently did in a movie we watched with CM Punk.
Yes. So
We're a big
with that said,
mold
I'll give this
podcast.
movie a.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, Brian summarized the whole movie, and there's actually nothing else to add to that.
Well, there's upside down chairs,
Yeah.
True.
repetitive
Also,
narration.
I just realized something. We haven't even jumped into the spooky pit.
Whoa.
Okay, I am the pretty thing that lives in the house. This might be one of the longest titles we've ever had to review. Was released in 2016. A hospice nurse takes care of an elderly novelist with dementia living in a house filled with haunted memories. This film was directed by Osgood Perkins, and it stars Ruth Wilson, Paula Prentice, Bob Balaban, and Lucy Boynton. You know, as I did mention, this film does not have a lot of people in it. It doesn't. And there's a lot of flashbacks. And I also want to say this film does this thing where it shows a black screen and like ghosts and the ghost of Polly, and she's like walking backwards and her face is smeared because they say like,
Smeared.
you know, you can't ever really like see a ghost's face. I think it's just like that distorted memory of like once you die, you like relive this this thing, like that becomes your unfortunately sad repetitive loop. That's why they're walking backwards. She also, I think the ghost Polly got like bludgeoned in the back of her head, so it's like she never actually even got to see her killer.
Okay.
Which was her dad. So like it's like one of those weird things where she's walking backwards, yet she's faced the other way, and that's a big thing in this.
Yeah, because I
movie.
noticed that her feet and face aren't in the same direction.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I think it's a few of those things, like
Yeah.
all like kind
It's
of like
little details.
combined. But again, like we can kind of explain the why. I don't think this is a particularly like heavy movie at all or deep. Like I think it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't think the message is. It should have been deeper. There should have been a connection to Lily and Polly, or Lily and the author, or even Polly and the author. But there's no connection.
Well, there's not even a connection between Wax Cap and the rest of them. I thought like Wax Cap was gonna be like
He's literally just like the fucking attorney.
in on a grand conspiracy of mold or something.
The mold doesn't come into play. There's mold that's building in the house. I don't think it has anything to do with anything.
It's so crazy because me and Mike were hyper fixated on only the mold.
I think I truly believe that for watching this, and I could be very wrong. Could be.
You could also
But
be very right.
I think the mold was like a misdirect. Because I think you were thinking like this girl has dementia. Maybe everybody's going crazy. They're not really seeing ghosts. But it's definitely, by the end of the movie, you realize that this house has ghosts in it.
Right, but like, why did the nurse die at the end? I thought she died because of the mold.
Yo, that's crazy because it could be true. I truly believe, in my opinion, she died of fright.
That makes sense because she was very afraid of
Yeah.
the book and or a movie.
I think the theme is like she comes into this house very scared in general. She's like a very frightened
Yeah, she
nurse.
is.
And I think that once she actually got confronted with what the ghost fully looks like,
She died.
She drops dead and then becomes a part of the house. And that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't it have been better if there was some type of connection between her and the ghost? But just the fact that she becomes a ghost at the age of 28,
Because she'll never become 29.
and they made that very painfully apparent. It's just like, it's not enough. I feel like I can't shoot off, and I just want to blast. You know?
You want to blast off, Matt? I feel
Trying
like
to
this
blast.
movie is like very like on the theme of cycles.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
So like,
I agree.
you know, the season eventually never changes. Her age never changes.
the TV channel never changes.
The ghost, you know, keeps walking back and forth.
The
It's
chair-
all about breaking cycles.
The
Shane.
chair is always upside down on the ceiling.
Can we get a check on why the chair is upside down? I'm assuming that's just because everything.
Matt, if you
Well,
find
you're
out
dead
anything
backwards.
about this, I'll give you $5.
No joke. My new thing, if I need to find anything in life, is to just chat GBT the meaning behind something. You will literally find the answer.
Because like that was a heavy talking point while watching this.
Well, I thought the chair
like, what
would
is
play
that-
into something.
What is that chair
I thought like
doing
the
that?
ghost would be sitting upside down on the chair, or the chair would fall.
I mean, you
or-
see it in the background of like
Of every
of almost
scene.
every shot. You see it right now.
And
Like it's very
doesn't do. Why is it
hon-
like that?
honestly,
Why
it's-
does she never question
It's
it?
pretty awesome though.
number one.
We should have a chair like
It's
that in
also
our
very
house.
possible that she doesn't actually like see it.
Like it's not actually there.
Yeah, like that just might be like a Beyond the Dead thing.
So this scene was to me was so fucking bizarre.
Where she just talks to her friend on the phone.
I'm also like completely positive that chair is actually suspended in midair. I don't think it's actually beholden to anything.
That's what I couldn't figure out. I thought it was going to play a big role. But then I realized, like, through the movie, nothing in this movie plays a big
You're
role.
like, this is some like Skinamarink shit
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
where like shit's all
Oh,
upside down and
God.
hanging.
What
from-
was worse, this or Skinamarink?
No, this was worse.
Quaker, what's a Quaker home?
Oh, that's
Quaker's
the
like a
guy who had
religious
the oatmeal
community.
box.
It's like
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's Mr. Rolled Oats. It's Mr. Quaker. It's
Yeah,
a
see?
religious community.
They make quality stuff. I
They
will
do.
say that.
I love Quaker
But now,
Oats.
can you go ahead and answer my fucking question?
Yeah, like when the people first came over from I think it's England, they were called the Quakers because
Is that like Chris Columbus?
no, it was after
group?
that. It was the people who went to not Plymouth because those were pilgrims, but were they also the Quakers? It is what it is. They came
I had
over.
no
they were
idea.
fucking called the Quakers.
and they used to quake.
And
they
then
used to
yeah.
walk and it'd be earthquake.
Yeah, yeah. They'd be like, oh, we don't have medicine yet. We can't handle this.
Rolled Oats.
But yeah, did that help?
No, not at all. Matt, good job though. I know I said I'd give you $5. I'm not going to.
Well, what I will share is that we are a program that will review a movie scene by scene with very deep analysis and give you our review of the movie 1 to 10. That's 1 to 10 Quakers, with 10 Quakers being a great movie and just 1 Pilgrim being a crappy movie.
Yeah.
That Shane's gonna give a eulogy, and that's the program. Unfortunately, the summary and the synopsis is pretty much the same thing with this one.
Yeah, okay, so like I'm not even trying to like be an ass here, but like no joke, I feel like we hit every scene already, and it's sad. Like legitimately, like think about it, right? We talked about the chair, we talked about the mold, we talked about them both dying.
Okay.
Like, can you name me another scene in this movie?
well, there's the phone yank.
Yeah, the phone does get yanked, dude.
Actually, pretty cool.
How much do you hate it when your phone's just getting yanked? Because like when we watch movies, right, all the time, you see my phone get yanked out of my hand and end up on the floor.
That's crazy.
Yes,
I'm
you're very
actually
clumsy.
No, that's
thinking
the
to myself,
ghost.
we're bringing up this phone yank thing. How long can we pull this into a segment? Like how long? How many minutes can we get from the phone yank?
Like top 5 things you could yank.
Penis.
Like other dudes, other guys?
Or
you're
your
saying?
own. You just yank your dick.
Oh, I thought you were going in.
Oh, gets it.
That's 30 seconds
wow.
right there.
So like phones, because like ghosts be yanking phones out of my hand all the time.
Right.
That's why I can't hold on to them.
Yeah.
You can like yank like a drink out of someone's hand. You're like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking that. Yank.
Oh, like if a girl's getting roofied, you're like, yank.
Yank, like save
Or
her
like
life.
if it's your case, you're roofing the drink and someone else would yank
Okay,
it.
that's crazy. But no, I just meant like, yank. What else do you yank?
What if I was to tell
A
you?
snake out of a garden.
Jesus Christ. What if I was to tell you that people like this movie?
Huh?
Wait.
What if I was to tell you that people like this movie?
People or do you like it?
I know I'm on the
We'll find out
the
later,
horror
Brian, like I
subreddit. We're talking about I am the pretty
What
thing
are
lives in
the
the
people
house.
saying?
Atmosphere, opening monologue. I like to fall asleep to this movie.
That's a good
That's
one.
not a comic book.
It's
man.
a comfort movie
Comfort movie?
that has like a haunting effect throughout the film. The writing,
the
Ruth
whole
Wilson
15 lines that are
story
in
was
this
fun, which I would obviously disagree with. There's really nothing fun about the movie, or entertaining really. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at like a lot of the reviews on this subreddit, and apparently it's this haunting comfort.
Reddit's filled with troglodytes.
This movie's really not comforting. If you're comforted by complete and total sadness, like the movie's just, if you think about it,
Movie's a train wreck.
So I would say this movie's
it's sad.
It's
though.
just so boring.
You're saying it's too boring to be sad.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest.
Are you racist?
No.
he for sure is.
No, like we were watching this movie and I was like, I gotta see how much time has passed. It's gotta be a lot. And I hit the button and it was only 14 minutes. And I was like, oh no.
So I would say this movie
and nothing else happened in the additional hour and 10 minutes.
this movie's perfect.
You are
If
crushing that.
Matt, you want some red wine? Oh, you're having some Fuji tonight, huh? Some hibachi. He's excited, I could tell. This movie's perfect if you're looking to do nothing. You like exciting stuff? Then don't watch this movie. If you just want to relax and maybe, fall asleep 10 minutes in, it's perfect.
I have to ask, when you guys were watching this, because you guys watch movies together, right? We
did.
Yes, we did.
What was the vibe when you guys were watching this? Because that could not have been fun. You guys,
More
on
of
your
just
phones?
like begging and pleading for something to happen.
Okay. Yep.
I actually think at one point I looked at Mike and I was like, please, for the love of God, anything.
I think we might have had a conversation about Barry Bonds at one point during this film.
And how does that relate to this movie?
Oh no, okay, because I think
Barry Bonds a pretty thing that takes a walk to first base, or slams 70 homers in a season.
no, because I think we were also like checking out the Mets score, and then that got us onto a conversation about baseball. Like,
Right.
just because I'll be honest, maybe I missed stuff because there is probably points midway, I would say, at the 45-minute mark, where I don't think I was looking at the TV.
Nope, I don't think you missed anything.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I really don't.
Like, I tried, but like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, it was one of those movies that you can't be artsy, but not tell a story. You have to, if you're going to do an artsy movie, it has to be a gripping story. Like a Crimson Peak. Like Crimson Peak, like nothing really happens, but the story's so interesting. This has nothing.
yeah, this is
Brian, would you
short.
consider this a slow burn or a slow build?
This is the
But
slowest of burns.
It can't be though, because where does it lead?
Yeah.
it doesn't.
It's just slow.
That's a
doesn't
good.
lead to
That's actually a
anything.
really good point. It's a slow, like usually like slow burns have this like really dramatic payoff. This movie does not have a payoff. Like that's my whole point.
How many caretakers you think have been prior to?
I truly only think this is the only one.
She's the first.
Yeah, like I don't know that there was more. She's taking care of her until she dies, and then she, I do want to get into the scene by scene, which I actually think we can do. I know you don't think we can. I think we can do it.
Brian, if you do this will be your best work to date.
Yeah.
and I'll be very
Well,
impressed. with
I'm
it.
going to start because the opening starts with a narration with a lot of the things that we have said before about like what ghosts look like. How Shane even mentioned it earlier, how if someone dies in a house, you can't really buy that house. It's not your house. It's the ghost's house. They
Yes.
own the house. It's theirs to roam the hall. So you die in a house, it's their house. Unfortunately, there's really no moving on for the ghost. They just kind of relive this. This is why, like, people find this odd comfort in that. I do not. I think it's really sad. It's just all sad if you die in a house and your life sucks and your afterlife sucks. So she moves into Braintree. Well, not she moves. She's a hospice nurse. Lily goes to Braintree, Massachusetts, where there's a house at the end of Teacup Road. Essentially, Mr.
Waxcap.
Waxcap, played by, I think it's Balaban. He takes her there, and she's to tend to this ailing author.
Now, hold on. Before you get into like the meat and potatoes, which is weird to say because this movie doesn't have meat or potatoes to it.
It's the broth.
How much money per year would you guys have to get paid to do what she does?
A hospice nurse's job is really not great, and I feel like you have to have, number one, you have to be a nurse, but you also have to like have this emotional like intelligence to not get too
attached.
close. Yeah, not to get too close.
You're essentially the person that's just with them till they die.
Right, but like, can you have friends over? Can you have people over?
No. I
Can
mean,
you have like a side piece over?
No.
No.
Well, that's the weird thing about this movie is like it's just two characters, but like how did they go shopping to get food?
Does she ever leave the house?
No, I don't think she's allowed to because I don't think she had a car because Waxcap drove her there. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like she just ate the black mold throughout the movie, and that's why she succumbed to it.
Slap it per year on me. What do you think?
I'd do it for like 200,000.
Okay. That's reasonable.
I don't know how much hospice nurses make.
They should be making 200.
I'm sure they make a lot though, because
Like more than just a nurse in a hospital.
I'm assuming they're paid by, like, I don't think this goes through insurance. I think she's literally paid by her, like Iris Blum, right?
Yeah, and I mean that's a nice estate, and she was an author, so she has author money. She has New York Times
13
bestseller
books.
money.
Her books are sold at airports and supermarkets and shit. They say, dude, she's a popular
Well,
author.
she's got that old school.
She
money.
wrote some bangers, some of the likes of, the girl on the walls and the girl on the walls,
The girl on the third floor,
White Walls, Macklemore,
black mold walls.
Jefferson Starship.
But think about the isolation. How long before you like go stir crazy?
Well, for her, I think I would go stir crazy like pretty often. She's a 28-year-old girl.
Who won't be 29.
Apparently, they like throw this like weird subplot in the middle of the movie where she's going through like not a divorce, but like apparently like her and her husband like got up to the point of marriage and they decided to just break it off.
Yeah.
Her like
They were together 4 years?
4 years. Dude's name is Scott. Like,
But like
shit's
eventually
nuts.
she starts like talking to plants.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
naming like
She talks to the TV.
she talks to the TV. The TV gets staticky when the ghosts are around. There's a ficus. It's crazy.
Well, that's the thing with this, and it's
Yo,
why
good-
it's
good
so
fucking
strange. Is she is there by herself for 11 months? She's essentially locked up.
Lock
with
it up.
No human attachment for 11 months. She's gonna go a little crazy,
Let's go crazy.
and she does.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mold gets her. Because the mold is the real killer. The whole point of this movie is check your walls. Make sure things aren't damp. Black mold is dangerous.
Would you argue that the best way to treat black mold is to just paint over it?
yes, and eventually like poke your fingers through it and play with it a little bit.
You have to assume that, like, if you poke through black mold, I would assume that it like breaks the fabric of the wall.
Yeah.
Like, you think it destroys the structure of the wood?
wall. Yeah. And if
So you're saying don't paint over the mold?
no, I'm saying you got to treat the black mold. You got to get rid of it.
But how though, other than paint?
No, you get like a mold guy. He gets rid of the mold. Otherwise, you're gonna get the spores in your lungs.
What are you, fucking Frank Reynolds? You got a mold guy?
Yeah, no, you got to get the mold guy because it's gonna break the fabric of your body, and then you're gonna die like they do in this movie. Because this movie is not about ghosts; it's about the mold.
Can you break the mold though? Can you stop the cycle?
Yeah.
I think this movie.
That's it.
I think this movie
Mold knife.
does prove that there is no opportunity to break any molds.
No.
You're a ghost and your afterlife sucks. So essentially, she's going to go to the house, right? She definitely narrates the fact that she's the pretty thing in the house. This is a build up to her basically telling us that she's going to die and never make it to her next birthday. Great. So she's going to be the next ghost. They already tell you that. She goes upstairs and she meets famous author Iris Bloom, introduces herself. Iris is old. and
Dementia ridden.
I don't really understand if she actually like has any grasp where she is at any given moment. She is cooked. Yeah. She's the definition of old, white, and cooked.
Yes.
Old, white, gray, and cooked.
Yes.
She's actually too dementia ridden to fucking go to local bingo.
Yeah.
She actually can't even walk down the stairs.
No, and she doesn't know how to get to the phone.
She can't even buy a vowel.
Guy.
She could, she can't buy buy a vowel, call mold guy.
So her day essentially is bed, chair, bed.
Yeah.
And just say, are you Polly? And
but
Polly.
it's not terrible because she doesn't remember that she was in the bed already. So it's like something new for her every time.
Yeah, it's like a new bed, even though it's the same mattress. What I would say is that she continues to call Lily Polly, like who's this Polly character. Lily does eventually see all of her 13 novels laid out, and there is one she takes an interest in, which is The Girl on the Walls, of course, ironic, and she realizes that Polly's, I think, the first word when she reads the book.
Yes.
So she starts getting attached to this book and this character, Polly, and it's very, and the thing is, like, through time, she starts to realize, and she sees, like, glimpses of a ghost that lives there, of a young girl that reminds her of Polly. Also, because we are watching this movie in real time, I hate the fact that she does this thing where like she's got like this like moral compass with her job where she can't snoop, and she actually says, "Oh, no snooping allowed," and then slaps herself for doing so.
Yeah, that was a big talking point with us.
Well, yeah, because it was like a leash, right, or something like that.
I thought it was a belt in that drawer.
Yeah, well, because we went through this thing that like she had this fetish of being whipped, and that's why she wanted to stop it, and that's why
this is the point where we were creating stuff on our own to make this movie more interesting.
So we actually have this backstory where she used to be like this like really into whips and chains girl. So that's why when she sees the whip in there, she's like, "No, stop."
I will say, as I'm drinking expired twisted tea, Shane,
from when?
This is probably like a year ago or something.
Cool.
It kind of tastes like rotted raspberries.
That's great. Hopefully,
I'm into it.
Oh, nice.
His quote was, "There's no way she's the actual pretty thing in the house." And I was like, "Dude, you're crazy."
That's crazy.
That's brutal.
Yeah, no, because that is not exactly what I said. I said if you're going to call your movie The Pretty Little Thing That Lives in the House, you should get someone prettier. It's a little different.
That's sick. And then he followed up by saying, "Fuck 28. I wish she was 10 years younger."
That is very. That makes sense.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, let me get that. The shit makes so much sense, though, Shane.
I don't think it makes any sense. It makes less sense in this movie.
See, I think she looks fine.
She looks fine. I think.
How is she looking in that show with Idris? She's good. Is she hot?
The thing is, her character's personality is like she's crazy. So,
and you love that. You love that shit.
It makes you think like she's crazy. She's like a redhead.
Oh, it's your favorite.
Yeah, like that combination. Yeah, well, obviously for obvious reasons. But she's you could see how that would work. The problem with her in this movie is like her hair is tied up in a bun, and I don't think you get like a. I don't think the movie did her like great service. They made her look like a legitimate fucking hospice nurse. I will say that. Like,
I will say I like it when she's like on the phone. She's got her like glasses on. She looks better than when she's in her getup.
I actually do think she has appeal. It's just like I don't think they made her look good, if that makes sense. Like I don't.
That was like intentional.
I think so, because like she's a hospice nurse, so like, I don't know. But I do think this movie has this thing, to Shane's point, where like they. Like, obviously, they're saying, like, pretty girl. You're thinking, like, this, it would be, like, a drop-dead gorgeous person in a house. Mm-hmm. But I think it's more to, like, towards, like, sympathy for the dead. Because they also, like, obviously, think about all the ghosts. Like, they also have, like, obviously, Iris dies at the end of this movie. We're going to get into that. And she's a ghost. And then...
she like watches children at the end, right?
You have the Polly character, and the Polly character is good looking. Like that's
it's fine.
So I think they have sympathy for female ghosts.
I just don't have sympathy for anyone in this movie.
But at the end of the day, like you gotta admit, like bitches are bitches, right? Let me get
That's
that.
crazy.
Bitches not bitches.
Nah, I just
What the fuck? You're not gonna like.
I'm not gonna
Get him.
No, let me get that.
this movie was just so
full of bitches.
painfully boring. Like this is why I kind of let you guys just take this one, because like I don't have anything else to say.
You really have nothing to say. Can we at least talk about what happens?
Like, no. Well, we keep go. You can keep going. You're doing great.
Am
You're
I?
the MVP.
Am I doing great?
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, you have gotten more out of this movie than I actually thought was humanly possible.
She does talk on the phone.
Yeah, we talked about this. Hot
Yeah.
Yanks.
But she talks to some person, but you never hear from them again. She's
No.
talking on the phone.
No.
She does have friends outside of this.
It's the last time you'll get character development.
Yeah, because you're right. Because like they talk about her failed like potential marriage.
Yeah.
which is why people usually become hospice nurses because like some kind of past.
Yeah.
But like that with the marriage, but that's why people primarily become hospice nurses because it's such a sad job, and you're like in houses for so long, you're not like confined to any family situation.
Yeah, so you just do your own thing. You just like mess with TV antennas. You only get the fucking the squiggly lines. You can't get a good channel.
Yeah. Well, her shit gets yanked. The phone gets yanked.
Yeah,
and then
good
you
yank. Great
realize
yank.
that why the phone gets pulled away from her mid conversation. It's probably because there's a fucking ghost in the house. There's a couple of.
It might be the
ghoulies.
most exciting part of the movie.
I mean, it doesn't really lead anywhere. It's going to lead to a 30-second ad.
Oh, me and Mike the entire time joked that this is the one time the ads were better than the movie. Like I was begging for ads. I'm like, please give me the emu limo or whatever. The what's that
me?
bird? That the limo.
Oh, Limu, Emu. It was Liberty Mutual.
Yes, the Liberty Mutual commercial. Like, I was praying.
I just want to say,
birds.
Liberty Mutual's fucking lit. I used to have Liberty Mutual.
Yeah?
And I don't have them anymore, but it's not because their service wasn't great. They're fantastic.
Why'd you move off it though?
We went to USAA because reasons of it just benefits our family more because Caitlin's dad's a veteran. So it's just like,
There you go.
we get USAA. It's good
But
stuff.
Liberty Mutual, great commercials, great company. Better than the movie.
Sure.
Okay, so after the phone gets yanked, she
Yep.
like stares at some walls.
Yeah, she looks at the books, right? You see the books.
Yeah.
She's looking. What do you got here? You got Underwater Housewife, which is one of my favorites. She wore her hair around her neck, which is controversial, but I like that one. And then there's The Lady in the Walls.
Yeah, which is the one she's gonna read.
But don't forget about Dark Moonflower, which can sneak up on you.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorites. It has to do with the Navajo tribe.
Yep. And then she poltergeists around the TV because like it goes staticky. And do you think it goes staticky because the ghost is around? I think so.
I think she has no reception.
That's also a possibility.
I mean, where is this? Buttfuck, Massachusetts.
Close.
It's
Braintree.
so funny
Braintree.
that we just never assumed it was the ghosts. We always just assumed she had bad service, or it was the mold, or she's clumsy and can't
Do you
hold on
think
to her
there's a
phone.
reason why a lot of horror takes place in the state of Massachusetts?
Yeah, the witches.
Yeah.
It's all the witches.
I think
Yeah.
it's the history.
Yeah, it's the history.
because like
You
Massachusetts.
think it's a haunted state?
Yeah, I think that Massachusetts is probably the most historical state in the entire country, just because it was a landing point for our civilization.
Yeah,
with
the Quakers.
Yeah, and the Pilgrims. Well, the Pilgrims.
And the Quakers.
But like you have and then we obviously had the revolution with Boston Harbor. Just
Tea in the harbor.
throwing fucking tea in the water.
I
Not
know.
just throwing tea in the water.
That would have wasted good tea.
I know, but like Massachusetts has a lot of history.
Yeah.
So does Philadelphia. I say Boston and Philadelphia are probably the most historical.
But
cities.
Philadelphia is such a shithole.
So yeah, actually,
Mass is a great state.
yeah, Boston's a
Fantastic.
good. Yeah, Boston's a good city.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I hate Philadelphia.
But, yeah. Philadelphia is pretty rough.
They're just out there doing the fucking Fenty Wap.
There's a lot of Fenty in Philly.
But
Yeah.
like you get outside of Philly and you get sort of just like open plains.
Well, I will say they have.
Right.
Yeah, well,
No, Pennsylvania's a weird place. Lawless land.
Definitely lawless.
There's no rules in
For sure.
Pennsylvania.
Matt will love it because, he doesn't abide by any laws.
Yeah.
So I want to bring up a very important part to this movie, right? So all this is going on. Wax Cap, he's going to come to visit. Now, Ruth,
Christie,
what's her name?
Ruth Chris, Lily.
Lily. I was close. Lily is going to bring up a very important part that there's mold in the house to him. And she's going to be like, can you take care of this mold? And he's going to be like, no.
I got a mold guy.
No, he doesn't have a mold guy. He says, no, just paint over it.
So I didn't
like he
say
doesn't do anything to fix the mold. And that's why I felt like the mold was the lingering underlying issue.
Is that his job though? What's
His job is he's the attorney, right? So,
so
like,
what is he dealing with mold for?
well,
He's
he
not
pays,
a mold attorney.
I think he pays her through the dementia patient. So like the thing is, I feel like he is directly liable for her death at the end of the movie. And I feel like if they ever did a sequel, it would be kind of like a Lincoln Lawyer thing
Please
where
God,
like
no.
it's like his trial of how he neglected the mold for so long, leading to the death of 2 people. But the thing is, the attorney, the prosecutor against him, is actually going to be Lily as a ghost.
That's fair. I see where this is going.
This is his rewrite, essentially.
Yeah, I like it. I really like all of it. You think like he basically knows he's setting her up.
Yeah, I think like he just wanted her dead.
Oh, that's interesting. That's the most interesting part about this movie, potentially.
Yeah, is that Mr. Waxcap actually had ulterior motives to kill both of them so he can inherit. Yes.
I mean, this scene that we're currently watching, I actually think is the foretelling of the whole plot of the movie, which is like the ending of the lady in the walls is an obligation. Like it almost like has to happen. But he knows a lot more about the fabric of the house. He mentions he knows it's haunted. He knows this is a house with a lot of ghosts.
He's a villain?
I think he knows a lot more than he's putting on. He's not surprised at the end of the movie that there's dead bodies in the house, that there's actually 2. They carved out 2 bodies, hers and Iris Bloom.
Also, I didn't say this out loud, but secretly I was rooting for the 2 of them to have like fucking crazy sex.
And
She's a dementia patient.
No.
Oh, Waxcap and her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to like really give this movie some
Sexual punch up.
how about this one, right? Wax on, wax on.
Oh, so you want a double wax on?
Correct.
Okay.
Let me get that, bro.
Yeah, hit me with that.
So Brian, I don't know what happens in the rest of this movie. Continue.
Cool. She's looking at books. The movie's over. No, seriously, like she looks at books. And this is when she starts to like kind of go into like poly flashback mode.
Right.
And as a viewer, you're like, wait, I've seen a lot of psychological horror movies before.
Yeah.
I think she is this Polly character.
Yes.
And I think this is going to come in the end. It's going to all connect and be like, she's really this Polly character. She's seeing the ghost, but she's actually really the ghost the whole time. But that's really, just make sure that you know that's never
Yeah,
the
what do you
case.
think this is? The Others?
Yeah, exactly. This is not a movie that's going to really connect. Essentially, she's going to see Polly. Polly is, unfortunately, a nice lady that has died, unfortunately, because she just got married and her husband just turns out to be a psychopath for no reason and just bludgeons her in the back of the head and puts her in the fucking house.
So Polly is essentially the ghost that she's seeing. She's going to clean blackberries. The blackberries. See, so, okay, I want to talk about this scene. This was another scene. So the blackberries, right, she's cleaning them.
You also have to understand, like, you're going to say, like, what did you take of this scene? And my answer is going to be like, I don't know, because I fell asleep during the scene and I don't remember it.
Okay, so this is where I thought the mold was taking her over. Because after she drops the blackberries, she looks at her arm, and it looks like the mold is growing in her skin.
Sure.
And the mold is decaying her.
Yeah.
So, like, the whole time, I truly, and I actually can't stress enough how I truly believe the ghost was the red herring and that the mold was the real villain.
They try to make it like that's the thing. You know what I mean? But it's not.
No, it definitely is.
It's all ghost 24/7. It's just pure ghost.
What if the movie was about like poison blackberries?
I don't know.
It's a
This
very,
movie doesn't
very
dip
tart
into
fruit, Shane.
Yeah, it doesn't dip into the tart. It doesn't dip into the blackberries. It more or less dips into the ghost. Because it's all ghost, end of day. Like, it really is, though. I'm not even, like, being
So
sarcastic.
Shane's like all mold, nothing else. Bry's all ghost, no mold. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, now they do flash back to Iris as a young lady writing these fucking books. So I guess where we need to go with this movie is to understand, like, why Iris wrote this book. She must have been... I guess the Polly thing, she moves into this house. She must have seen Polly as a ghost a long time ago.
Right. So is the idea that the ghosts are what inspired her to write her stories?
Yes. I think she saw this Polly ghost.
I just figured that out now.
Yeah, that she would have to. And then she wrote down the story of Polly. She saw her retrace her steps. She saw how she died. She wrote The Lady in the Walls. She continues to write books in this house. She grows old. She has dementia. You don't know if she's a reliable person or not. That's the thing of this movie. And then that's Lily's point. And she like sees this book and she's seeing the ghost. So you know that she's writing about something that has happened in this haunted house on the end of Teacup Road in Braintree, Massachusetts. Thing is, there's also mold.
You know what? Now you summarize this movie, 10 out of 10.
You won't give it that.
No.
No.
minus 11.
But this is my problem because they go into like the Polly backstory, but it's very short lived because literally she is just blindfolded. They just move into the house, and then there's the next flashback. She's literally bludgeoned by her husband.
Yeah.
Why? There is no explanation for the bludgeoning. Unless I missed it, I don't see any.
Nah, there wasn't.
I just know more than half of the movie is left.
I don't know what happens in it. We watched this movie 2 days ago. 2 days
I watched it
ago.
last night.
And like, it doesn't have any lasting impact on you. There's nothing where you're like, oh, I remember this scene. This stood out. Like, I forgot about the Blackberry scene until we just looked at it now. Granted, that scene has nothing to do with anything, but it was cool. I like blackberries. I wash them.
Blackberries are good.
That's a good berry.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite berry.
It's
that
not
would
the
be the
best
strawberry.
Really?
I'm gonna go
love
with
a
a
good
classic blue though.
Is cherry a berry?
I think
I think
it's
it
a
is.
form of berry.
It is a form of berry. Cherry is very good as well.
I love cherries.
Like a good like what do you call it? What's the M word for it? They come in the jars.
Maraschino.
Oh, maraschino.
You like those kind of cherries or like the actual natural cherries?
Both, actually.
So the other ones are too sweet for me.
Maraschino?
Yeah.
Oh, you put that on ice cream?
Put your dick in it, right?
Living dangerously, huh?
Here's the thing. She finds a box in a closet, right? So she opens the box.
Doesn't this scene take like 4 minutes for her to
Well,
open
it
the
takes a long
box?
time to open a box
Okay.
with one piece of tape.
But to my point, what is in the box, Brian? Mold.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's like the box is molded.
Yeah. The mold. You know what? The more I look through this, I actually think the mold is
But, like,
the enemy.
It is like, isn't it like written about Polly?
Yes.
Like it's so like,
but Polly is the red herring. It's the mold.
but it just makes you know that like that Polly actually like lived in this house.
Yes.
And, like
She
it's
was a
actually,
real
like,
person.
It's a real person because like the books are there, and like they flash back like constantly to
the Galaxy Z.
Yeah, well, because the ads are better than the movie, but like, they flash back to the girl, that Iris as a young girl, like as she discovers this, because they show her as like a legitimately like a really young person, as she's like writing about Polly, and they constantly do that throughout the movie. So obviously, she is in real time seeing the ghost. So the timeline of things is like she's a ghost, and then she's writing about the ghost. Lily, in Iris's old age, takes over as her caretaker as a hospice nurse, discovers the book, sees the ghost. She dies, becomes a ghost. Also notices as a ghost that Iris has died. Now you also see like Iris as a ghost, and that's it.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. The ghost in the house. Yeah.
I'm on Brian's side I'm siding with the ghost versus the mold.
Okay.
So you're standing on your own little island. We're over
I'm
here.
on Mold Island.
You're over there.
You're on Mold
We're
Island.
over here.
I'm about to go buy some white bread, leave it for like 6 months, and just let the mold take me over.
What is the AI consensus on the mold of this movie?
Tell me what AI says about mold in this movie.
Don't you think that's a reach?
Yeah, like
Isn't that like a little pretentious on the part of the makers of this movie? Yeah, like mold is exemplified of the murder as like a symbol of what has occurred in this house.
yeah,
Like that's a lot. Aren't you getting that from a ghost? Like, why do you need the mold?
Can you do me a favor, Matt? Last thing I want you to look up. How does Lily actually die in this movie? Like, what is like a online consensus?
What is the theory? Let me see. Lily's death. That's a good point. What is Lily's death? I'm gonna go with fright. I truly am. I think she died of fright.
Probably right.
I think she died of fright. I think it was
Mold.
borderline. I mean, that's the misdirect.
Can
I
you
think
fucking imagine? People were like, "Nah, I was the mold the whole time. Shane was right. It was the mold."
that'd be fucking nuts, dude.
How do you die of fright?
You'd think she's easily frightened. No, but like no. Hold on. So it's a weird way of combining the mold and the fact that she died of a heart attack.
So are we both
So
right?
I guess here's the question: did she die as a heart attack because of the mold or because of what she saw?
Yeah, like, can you die from heart attack due to mold? I'm sure you can. I'm gonna assume that's how it actually kills you.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it ain't good. It can't be good. Well, Actually, it's a good question. What does it affect? What does mold
Your lungs.
affect?
I think your lungs.
You wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah, I think it would.
I don't know if it'd be a heart. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to go look into that more. Truly, they're dead, and now Lily walks the halls, right?
Yes. This scene, though, she has like a full-on confrontation because like she's very few and far between conversations with Iris because Iris is so cooked. Her brain is literally microwave.
Yeah.
But she does go on this tangent where she like is almost like standing up to her sitting down and telling her like, you pretty things, like you are fucking left alone to rot in this house for
You
eternity.
bitches.
I think it's a way to just say like your own eyes looking back at you. It's like she's basically telling her like you're going to die in here, you're gonna rot, and you're gonna be a ghost and see yourself dead, and that's what happened. It's like a foreshadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Movie's almost over. Don't worry, people. We're almost done here. Yeah, if you do notice, we're gonna get another ad. But like she does, like there is the whisper scene from Polly to Iris, and that's when the TV again is staticky. I do believe that it's picking up the ghost in the house. It's distorting it.
It's possible. I just thought it was shitty connection.
Yeah,
I thought we were getting Skinnamarink.
Not that it truly matters, honestly, in any great way.
Mike, you should watch Skinnamarink.
Mike would hate that movie.
Should I?
No.
It's
Better or worse than this movie?
worse.
I did anything the other
Better?
day.
I
I was
don't know.
like, what are the cool themes we could do? Can we please do like a what the fuck month?
Yeah. No, we have a good theme lined up for January already.
Yeah, we have a great theme for January. January is gonna be so great.
Yeah. No, we'll think of some good themes for 2026.
Yeah. No.
Maybe what every month we'll do is a theme month.
Wow. Maybe that is 2026 defined.
The year of the theme.
Yeah.
It's theme year.
Theme year.
But yeah,
Theme
so
year.
this is gonna really lead up to basically, I would argue like almost like a 20 to 30 minute final sequence.
Yes.
Like literally, because it's her walking through the house. You see the ghost of Polly like walking behind her backwards. You know, obviously with the assumption that she's retracing the steps of her murder. But it's right behind Lily, who's really just discovering everything that's going on.
Yep.
With the culmination of her. This is a really interesting scene actually because she sees the ghost full and everything, and it actually looks like she's struggling to breathe.
Yeah, I think the ghost does kill her.
But it's interesting because it makes you think like maybe it is the mold.
Because you can't breathe.
I can't breathe. It's the mold. I blocked mold in here. I can't breathe. I'm gonna hold on to my cardigan for dear life. And that's what I'm saying. This is where I, as a viewer, am confused because is it the mold that killed her or the actual ghost? Because like if it is the mold, then she's hallucinating the ghost and perceiving that it's real, although it's not, which was my argument for the misdirect. And then they go so heavily into this ghost theme because you definitely see Iris as a young girl. What is the justification for the mold making Iris a ghost? Or if it's just all through the perspective of Lily.
Maybe. I honestly don't know.
Also, I don't think there's much of a correlation between being a ghost and mold. No. So like that's why I don't really care about it either way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't like, I guess, come together in a way that truly makes sense. But more or less, either the ghost is a misdirect or the mold is a misdirect. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
And it's more psychological than you think. In any case, it doesn't come together in a way that makes me feel like this is a strong, coherent film.
I felt nothing from this movie.
I will say I like what's his name?
Wax Cap?
Balaban?
Like Bang Fada, whatever his name was. I like how
Wax Cap is the name of the character.
he's like a low key
Villain?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I wrote the sequel.
Bob Balaban is the actor. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, you're done, dude.
We're done?
That's pretty much it.
You're done.
Oh, I'm done.
Right? Like, she sees herself dead at the door. Like, he
Yeah.
comes in and sees two bodies dead. Is not surprised at all. She also sees Iris croaked on the floor. I'm I'm assuming she just recently croaked, but you really don't know.
No.
It looks like she died of fright. Her ghost walks up, also notices that she's dead. She could have been dead for a while.
But
Doesn't
the
her-
black on her feet.
Yeah, she looks moldy as fuck. Like she's been dead forever.
Forever.
She could have been dead for a fucking long ass time.
So she could have been a ghost for who knows how long.
Because there's really no time, and that's the thing. Like, there's not like time. So this movie's too gray for me.
Yeah.
And then as a ghost, she sees the younger Irish just typing away, smoking the cigarettes that we all did way back when, using her typewriter, writing about what she's seeing in Polly. And then I thought maybe she was Polly this whole time, but she's obviously not.
Nope. She's Lily.
She's Lily. There's 3 ghosts in the house. At least that's what we're made to believe, unless there's no ghosts in the house and it's just black mold and nobody can live there. But the beginning of the movie is that there's a little boy in the house now, but really the little boy has no stake in the house because there's ghosts that really own the house.
Which is a concept they barely talk about, really.
And exactly. And like, what's really the point of this? I don't know. That's it.
Finn.
Yeah. Boy lives in the house. The boy is going to live in a house that's really owned by ghosts. Doesn't really go anywhere.
Finn.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I never have to watch this movie ever again.
Never say never.
No, because so there's certain movies I watch and suck, and then I'm like, oh shit, one day I'll have to watch this for the podcast. For this movie, I had never seen it. I watched it for the podcast. So my one viewing was for the podcast, which means I truly will never have to watch this again, which is a win. So fuck this movie. Fuck everything about black mold is the silent killer. I'm giving this a stone cold 1 out of 10.
Oh.
I hate this movie. I hate this movie. There, like, we have given ones to shit. I'm okay. That, like, Bye Bye Man and, like, other things. Like, even Slenderman I gave a 1 to, I believe. But, like, Slenderman, like, had something to it because, like, shit at least happened in that movie. It sucked ass.
Arguable.
But, like, man, this was fucking boring. Like, it's the greatest movie sin to just be boring.
What I would say is a 1 is really strong. A 1 basically means that this movie has really nothing going for it. It's got no redemption.
Oh, Shane, he truly believes
it doesn't
that,
have
though.
a message. Do you believe that, Shane?
Yeah, well, the only message is black mold is dangerous.
That's a strong message, though.
Okay.
Get your homes checked.
Look, I'm going to... Maybe I'll stick with my bias, and I keep it at a 1. You can go, big boy.
Okay. So we recently so this movie's different version of shitty than say Halloween 6 is, right?
Right.
Halloween 6 is an incomplete mess.
Yes.
And this movie, Brian, if it wasn't for you, let me get that. I would have also given this movie a 1. You brought some clarity to it, so I understood it a little more, which gave it a slight bump for me. So I'm going to go a light to decent 2.
That's crazy.
Because Brian, he's the light, generally of my life, but especially of realizing this movie isn't quite as shitty as I initially thought.
I put a light on the dangers of black mold.
You're weirdly obsessed with mold. Maybe you're filled with the mold at this point.
It might be. I can't wait to hear Brian's rating.
But fuck this movie.
I hate you so much.
I have a feeling Brian's gonna be a little too generous.
I am, and I agree. I am. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I did in advance.
I'm gonna say it right now. If you go above a 3, I'm gonna be offended personally.
You should be. I am.
So I'm gonna go a light to decent 2. This movie is so painfully boring, though. It's actually crazy.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna hate me. So I agree with you guys. Obviously, this movie is not good. It's not as good as the rating I'm gonna give it. I have it as a 4, and I'm not changing it. Yeah.
No, sorry, it was black mold. I'm okay.
I guess the reason for me is I'm a fan of artistic movies, not this one, because I do agree this movie does not have much of a message. The reason why I'm even going to remotely touch a 4 because I think it tried for something. It just and it succeeded, but in its success, it just didn't deliver the depth I would like to see in a movie. It just wasn't. It wasn't deep. Yeah, it has a story, but it's very basic. I don't think it's like the message is horribly bad. It's just not something that's moving. You know, if that makes sense. Like it's not like I said it. Like there's no. If there was a connection to her and the people in the house, this movie would be way different. But there's no connection. It's just like ghosts, essentially ghosts and mold in the house. And I understand the misdirections of, really, at this point, I said it was mainly the black mold is the misdirection. I guess you could say the ghosts are the misdirection. It could be either or. But it's not a full package. So I do think this would have been better as a short movie. I don't think this, really like a 10-minute concept was stretched into an hour and 25 minutes. Brutal. It was very egregious and hard to get through. So it's by no means good in any way. But it tried. That's why I'm going to give it 4. It tried.
Speaking of time, can I get a check real quick, Matt? I want to see what we're... Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Really, anything over 40 would be good for this one.
I'm embarrassed.
I am fucking shocked.
I'm embarrassed we talked
I
this long
am
about this movie.
over the moon.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, that's
okay.
wonderful. Wait, hold on, Matt.
Matt, I want to get his rating.
Matthew? Wow.
I knew it. I knew Matthew would go on this.
Wow.
It's classic, Matt.
I know.
Well, I think this movie did this thing of like it tried to be more clever than it actually was. It's super basic. It's like actually a really basic movie.
It was trying to be so creepy.
Yeah, it's probably the gayest movie I've ever
Probably the
seen.
gayest movie ever. So I would put it like simpleton terms. This movie was in a home run derby, right? But instead of hitting the ball like over, it just kept going foul. So like a movie that's filmed, put together, and you could watch it on a screen gets a point based on that. If you don't go above a 1, the movie truly has nothing to it.
Yeah, that's this movie.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is.
Dude, we have to do the Necronomicon now. Who the fuck am I going to give that to? Lily or Iris?
No, you
who
gotta
both die of black mold?
No, you gotta give it to Polly. Yeah, Polly's bludgeoned by her husband
It's clearly
for
Polly.
really no reason. For
Okay.
no reason at all. You don't find out why she was killed or anything. It's a poor, sweet, pretty lady that was murdered for no fucking reason.
You're right. You know what, Polly? We know you and your husband were a great couple. One of the best couples of all time. You just moved into the house. You love to play the blindfold game where you would walk around blindfolded and be like, "Where's my husband? Oh, where is he?" What you didn't know while being blindfolded is that your husband was slowly being consumed by black mold. And the black mold got into his brain, right? And the black mold made him think thoughts he had never thought before. The black mold was like, beat your wife with a bat, like kill her, bludgeon her head. And he's like, no, I can't. I love my wife. We just got married and moved into this house. But the black mold won. And the black mold caused him to bludgeon his wife. And then the black mold stayed in the house. And it never leaves. And that's the thing. Unless you get a mold guy, you can never get rid of black mold.
So I'm saying this movie teaches an important lesson. Now, before we sign off, people might say, I suck at picking movies. I say I'm pretty good at it.
Let me get that, bro.
Now, it's been talks that we are going to pass my duties on to Brian's lovely wife, Caitlin, to choose movies for me. I say we have a podcast meeting real quick. Everybody in favor of relinquishing my title as a, I don't know.
Movie picker?
Yeah. Say aye. Nay. I said nay, though.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in the middle because not to play too much of a diplomat, but like I don't want to give too much power to Caitlin.
Okay.
She will run with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm being very serious. I live with her alone.
You do.
Guys don't get to see her behind the closed mold-stricken walls.
I'm going to do a mold check after this episode.
You can't give her that much power. It will go to her red head.
Yes.
So I think we should.
Split it? Or is that where you're going?
I'm gonna say split it. I'm gonna say faithfully split because I can't give Caitlin 2. I cannot do it.
Okay.
She will hear this because she's all of a sudden become our biggest fan, mainly to critique us and literally talk so much shit. But I cannot give her 2.
Okay. That's fair. So
She's
next
been-
time we have 5
Bro,
weeks, we'll give her 1 as a
She's
trial
been going
run.
back and watching every
Everyone,
episode.
huh?
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
she claims that she loves the show,
I don't think she does.
but she always has something to say.
it's also her fault.
Yeah, well, it always is.
Yeah, that's just how
Like
these
Cat
things
on Fire, Caitlin's fault.
work. Yeah,
Of course.
crazy.
Who else would be?
Brian stains his shirt.
Caitlin's
fault.
Who else problem that
Shattered
beers?
glass.
Caitlin's
Whose
fault. Yeah,
fault was
Caitlin's.
that?
It's always-
Glass shouldn't have been there in the first place.
That's right.
That's crazy. Well, with that said,
Hold on. So I retain some of my rights. I just want to be clear.
Yeah, you get some rights. We'll see how it goes. You get one more. You're literally on probation. You get
I'm
one more.
satisfied because that movie.
Yeah,
I think Mike has learned a lesson today.
we're gonna hope.
I've learned a lot during this hour 10 minutes.
I have learned a lot of lessons too. You really gotta like research what you're gonna review because movies are just not meant to be on this podcast. Like remember Fantasy Island, which I wanted to review, which I'll take the L for because that movie was not a movie to review on a podcast.
No, that movie was terrible.
More or less have
But
a guess for.
I picked some bad ones too, so it happens. But my pick is next week. Saw 4. I went safe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I went safe. I went Saw 4. I figured we got to get through some of these Saw movies. So, with that said, we are the Final Podcast signing off, and we will see you next week to introduce the Hoffmanator.
Listen, introduce is a strong word. You've seen him in the last movie.
Yeah, but now he's becoming the Hoffmanator.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going with that. We're the Final Podcast. Obviously, a podcast that reviews a new horror movie every single week. Not only new, but old horror movies as well. And we are so excited to dip into Saw 4. Don't have too much of a theme this month, but yeah, we'll review his and her picks until next month, but we will have a theme. So tune in next week for Saw 4. You can obviously listen to us on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. Also, please give us a subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you next Monday.
Yeah.